So in this we'll do problem number 2. So if you want to do some pieces of it and then pause the video, that might be a good idea. I'm doing this one because this one is x equals, which means it's going to open left or right. Since it's a positive y, it should open to the right. Please do not forget, you have all of these nice formulas. This will be one that's x equals, so we'll follow these rules. So the first thing we're going to do is what we learned yesterday or Friday. You could pull that one out or not. We'll complete the square by taking negative 6 times a half, getting negative 3 and squaring it, and that's 9. So we're going to put a plus 9 here and a minus 9, and technically we multiply that by 1. So our answer is 1. Y, remember your magic number. Little hint, your magic number is before you squared it. So this is minus 3 squared. And if you do this on your calculator, it would be minus 14. So this is our formula. Our vertex, got to remember when it looks like this, our vertex is h comma k, but the h and k have switched. So our vertex for this one will be negative 14 and positive 3. So I'm going to graph that first down here. I'm going to divide these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 3. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3 on this one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 3. That'll be our vertex. Now, to do our axis of symmetry, go back to our formula sheet. Axis of symmetry will be y equals k this time. So y equals k. So it'll be y equals k, which is 3. So on our graph, that would be right through the vertex still. So it would look like this. X and y intercepts. Go ahead and write the original problem, which is that axis that goes right here. So this will be y squared minus 6y and minus 5 equals x. Okay, so x-intercept is when y is 0. So when it's facing the other direction, we're going to put 0 squared minus 6 times 0 minus 5. So it looks like it's negative 5 this time. So it'll be negative 5 comma 0. Y-intercepts this time, though, will be where you have to factor, because it's when x is 0. So your squared is with the y this time. And again, you can factor, quadratic formula, Pauli Smolt. I find that this one actually will not factor. So I'm just going to use Pauli Smolt. And my Pauli Smolt's a little different than yours, just because of the version. So 2, and I'm just going to use, we'll just type in for y1, negative 6, and negative 5, and solve. And it looks like we get 0 comma negative 0.7, and we can't turn those into fractions. And 0 comma 6.7. So y-intercept in this case is when x is 0. X-intercept is when y is 0. So whenever the squared term is with the y, it'll switch based on what we did earlier today. So negative 5, 0. So 2, 4 will be right about here. And then our two y-intercepts were negative 0.7 and 6.7. So negative 0.7 will be back here. And 3, 4, 5, 6.7 will be that up here. So again, just remember we're using the same idea in the formula. We have our nice parabola. There's our parabola. Building. So, and again, at any time if you need to pause it, the last thing we have to do is the focus and the directrix. And again, we have formulas for those that we'll use. So, this is our one, so it's going to be x equals h minus 1 over 4a. That's our directrix. And our focus is h plus 1 over 4a, comma k, I believe. H plus 1 over 4a, over k, plus k, comma k. So h plus 1 over 4a, comma k. So, just a reminder that h and k were negative 14 and 3. And our a for this problem is the number in front, and it's a 1. So, this will be negative 14 plus 1 over 4 times 1, comma 3. You can do that in your calculator or either place. Main and exit. So negative 14 plus basically 1 over 4. I'll go ahead and turn that into a fraction. Negative 55 over 4, comma 3. This will be negative 14 minus 1 over 4 times 1, which means its x equals, let's go here and change this to a minus, and it will be negative 57 over 4. So remember the focus is inside and the directrix is right outside. So let's see, 55 over 4, negative would be negative 13.75. So our focus, if this is negative 14, will be right next to it. And our direction should be the same distance, so it will be right behind it. And there is our picture. We have an axisymmetry, a vertex intercepts, a focus, and a directrix. Reminder that most of your formulas are on the formula sheet. You now have 3 other problems, 1, 3, and 4, that you need to be working on, and tomorrow when you come in you need to have the problem from Friday done, and you need to have these.